Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in right here to the Hello Time podcast. We've got another great show for you guys lined up, and we got two great guests with us tonight, man. I got to introduce these guys, man. Always fun to talk to these guys, and they've always got something going on, man. These guys, we're going to be winging it here tonight with Mr. Gilbert Zamora and Joe Almaguer. That's right, man. Formerly, yes, to these guys were just fresh off the tour not too long ago with Mr. Bobby Polido. That's right, man. So, guys, welcome right here to Tejano Time podcast. Welcome back, Gilbert, for the first time. Joe, welcome here to the show, my buddy.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Thanks a lot for having me again. Appreciate that.
Hey, no
Thank you for the
problem, man.
invitation.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I know. I sent it to
You're
Gilbert. Gilbert didn't send you the invitation early enough, right? Because you logged in
you're
late.
actually popping my cherry. This is gonna be my very first ever interview podcast. I don't really do this kind of stuff, but since I have Mr. Tejano Roots Hall of Famer Gilbert Zamora, hey, I was like, okay, yes, I accept.
It's got to be good, right? That's right, man. The Tejano Roots Hall of Famer, Mr. Gilbert Zamora, man, guys. Always great to talk to you guys, man. A lot going on with you guys, and we wanted to just, welcome back, Tony. I didn't mean to leave you up there by yourself, and my co-host up there.
No, I'm having fun with this group that we got right now. This is pretty cool. I should have had a Red Bull so I could keep up. I don't know. I've never met Joe before, so man, this is going to be a lot of fun today here on the Tejano Time podcast.
It already seems like it. Pretty early, getting everything underway right here, right? Great
Yeah,
guys,
Joe
man.
was just warming up, so just give him a few minutes.
Give him a few more minutes, right? He's gonna start throwing some strikes, right? So yes, man, guys. Again, these guys are, we're on the huge tour that Bobby Polido just closed out 2025 with right there, La Puerta Grande, and these guys, toured, U.S., Mexico, también, of course, the entire state of Texas here and there and whatnot. Had an opportunity to check these guys out here before they wrap things up at the end of the year. It was a great show, as a matter of fact. I appreciate that, Gilbert, también. That's where I had the opportunity to meet Joe himself as well. Yeah, man, we want to talk life after Bobby Polido, man. You guys have got some, again, you guys been in the business for a long time, but I'm going to start with one or the other. We'll start with let's do Joe first, since he's a first timer. Let him get his feet wet, right?
Gilbert? We got to hear Gilbert first.
There he goes. He's all shy, man.
All right. We're gonna get Gilbert first, and then he's gonna just piggyback off of that, right? Let's do it like that. All right. So basically, Gilbert, let me ask a question, so both of you guys can answer it. I mean, as well. How long have you been doing the music business, Gilbert? Quite some time, huh?
Yeah, for 25 years plus. Almost going on 30. I started when I was very young. Started on the accordion when I was in high school, about 13, 14 years old, and been doing that ever since.
Yeah.
Had my own band with my twin brother. I'm a twin, by the way, for those that don't know.
Mm.
And we had our band Puro Estilo. I don't know if you know Mario Flores. He's a country singer. Well, it was his band that we were first playing with.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
that was many moons ago.
And just blossomed after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did you start in getting into the Tejano music scene?
So my very first professional gig was actually with D. Burleson from the Culturas, right?
Culturas.
Yep. Yeah. Well, after Culturas, right? When D went solo, that's whenever he was my actual first professional gig, and
Oh wow.
that was a lot of fun. We got a lot of stories.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, D's a character. D is
Yep.
definitely a character. Joe?
Oh, so I started back in, I think it was like 95, I think. 95 in Gonzales, Texas, but nothing major just there locally. I'm pretty sure you have heard of him right now. He's actually throwing out some singles now and music, which is Greg Ramirez and Grupo Class.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
yeah. So I started the local scene there in Gonzales with the local bands, with the Mexican bands, right? First, I started off playing the drums,
Okay.
and so I'm very pegacero, topaz, that type of music. That's how I learned, and I started
Hmm.
off with that first, right? And then Greg actually saw me performing drums, and then he came up to me, and it's crazy because Greg during that time, Greg he skinny. I call him the Mexican Fabio back in the day. Yeah, because he had the long hair, and he would walk and he'll be all, the wind would be hitting his hair and stuff, right? So I got intimidated because these guys look like rock stars, Greg and the other bands, and I think that during that time, I think Zeke and Fidi were there. Actually, Zeke and Fidi are the twins that played with Excelencia.
Excelencia.
Yeah,
Yes.
keyboard and saxophone player. So they played with Greg, and then it was oh my God, what's his name? He's from Nixon. He plays guitar. Oh, I forgot his name. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm sorry if I forgot your name. But he actually played guitar for La Sombra back in the day too. And then you had John Hidalgo on the drums, igual, long hair. Who else was there? Larry Mangana. He was the lead singer. He's from Corpus. And like I said, Greg, I was jamming that day, and Greg, he walked up to me and said, "Hey, are you ready? Are you ready?" And I was like, "What the hell is he talking about? Are you ready?" And he was like, "Yeah, come and jam with us." I was like, "No shit." I was like, "Wow, okay." So I got invited. I had my little my SPD Roland 20, I think it was a 20. It was pads, right? And so he invited me, and I got there. I got to the rehearsal room, and when I got there, man, I was very intimidated because, like I said, these guys, long hair, I mean, they just had the rock star, the look, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit. And then in the rehearsal room, Greg had all the trussing hanging from the wall, the big old can lights and all that,
Pars.
Yeah,
par cans.
so I was like,
The
man,
heat
so it
lamps.
looked like a full-blown rehearsal room. You know what I mean? The cans and the lighting, it smelled like cigarettes in there. Beer cans, and but they jammed. It was a badass band, and so yeah, I mean that was like 90, 95, 96.
Wow. So yeah, you guys been doing it for some time, man. Combined a lot of years, a lot of talent. Should I say there? You know what I mean? And following that, was that the only band you played before, Bobby? Or you did a little
No,
freelancing?
actually, so that's how I got started, right? I got started with them, and then I was with Greg for a lot of years, and then I finally moved. I moved from Gonzales, and I came to Laredo, and I was out the music scene for a while until 2018. I was doing the local scene in Laredo, and that's when I got invited with Gino Garza. Gino Garza called me out of the blue one day, and the way I met Gino Garza, he was actually the drummer for Tony Sainz Conjunto band.
Okay. Yes.
Incredible drummer, Gino Garza. Incredible drummer. So if any guys out there or any bands are looking for a drummer that's looking for a drummer to go and substitute or whatever, Gino Garza. He's a badass conjunto drummer, Tejano, and he also does a mixing regional también. And so yeah, he out of the blue he called me. He calls me up. I was like, "Hey Joe, Roel is looking for a percussion player, a conga player." And I was like, "Okay, yeah. Who's Roel?" Who's Roel? Oh, he's the singer. He used to play with Grupo Rodeo. And I still didn't know who Grupo Rodeo was. And I was like, "Man, dude, send me a set list or something." It was like, "All right, but we don't have a set list." And I was like, "Oh crap." He goes, "But he sings that song Esta Vez." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got home. I put the song Esta Vez, and I was like, "Oh, that's Esta Vez." Grupo Rodeo. Everything started coming back to me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's crazy because back in my day when I was living in Gonzales, my younger days, I was like, man, I would listen to KXTN and Esta Vez will come on. I was like, man, I would love to play that song one day live. I would love to play it live. And it's crazy. I was like, shit, that's the singer right there. I was like, man, that's the singer right there. And then and that's where I met. That was my first time ever meeting Gilbert that day too. It was a July 4th here in Laredo. And I got intimidated by Gilbert because I turned around and Gilbert was over there, Mr. Badass over there sitting in the shade with his accordions, all just chilling. And then Gino actually told me, he was like, "Hey, he plays for Bobby. He plays with Bobby Gilbert and the I think the who else was playing that day? Mario. What's
Oh,
Mario's last name?
yeah.
Gilbert.
Oh my God. I just know him as Mario Bajo.
I know that's how I have him on the phone too. Mario. Well, an incredible friend now. Very humble person.
Yeah.
So if anybody needs sound, I'll put it on there. What his last name is? Mario. I forgot his last name. But anyways, he played with Bobby, and then you had that day Miguel Hernandez was playing bass,
Mm-hmm.
but the other player, the bass player that was playing with Bobby that day, he couldn't make it because
Albert.
they had another gig or something like
Yeah.
that. It was Albie.
Yeah.
Albie is playing now with Jay Perez on bass, and so yeah, basically everybody that Roel had that day, everybody played with Bobby or or was playing with Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh man. So I got more. I was like, oh shit, this is that's badass. So anyways, to make a long story short, I actually got excited because I was able to play that song Esta Vez live on stage. So that was one of my bucket list check marks right there,
Right there.
playing Esta Vez. But yeah, it was an incredible experience. And then that's from there, that's where everything just started, rolling in, got invited with Mike Gonzalez, the Iconics, to help out for a little bit. That was cool. I also worked with La Calma, a couple gigs, and that
Mm-hmm.
was a cool experience too. Shout outs to La Calma, to Mike Gonzalez, everybody. Very grateful to everybody that's given me an opportunity and
Opportunity.
to go and to perform, right? So
Yeah.
and I love playing my drums, the congas and everything. Whenever every chance that I have, I mean, if I can get that's badass. Even locally, when I
Mm-hmm.
get invited, that's incredible. And then right now we got Mr. Tejano, Mr. Hall of Famer Tejano Roots. I messed
Yeah.
it up, right? I messed up the intro. Yeah, he invited me to a gig in April too, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working with him for a gig.
Awesome.
My
Yeah.
first official solo gig.
I
Yeah.
messed it up, dude. I'm over here talking about it. You were supposed to talk about that,
Ah,
right?
you're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, we could talk about that, but yeah, he's but before that, before we get to that, because we do want to touch on that, because we're going to get to where you guys are at now and where you're going with it. Um, how did it come about? How did it come about for you guys to get with? Let's start with Gilbert uh, joining Bobby Polido. How did it come about that when you guys got that gig?
So I was actually playing 1 year at the Tejano Explosion downtown. I was helping out David Mares, and well, Albert and the drummer were helping him out also.
Mm-hmm.
They were already playing with Bobby, right? Justin Ramirez and Albert Valdez on the bass. They were helping out David Mares that day as well. So after the gig, they approached me, and they said, "Hey, man, we're looking for an accordion player. Do you think you can come in and join us or whatever?" And I was like, "Well, I'll give it a shot. I mean, what's the harm in that, right? Going and doing an audition and
Audition.
see where it goes from there."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yeah, okay, well, I'll do it." I think we had one rehearsal. I'll never forget. We had one rehearsal. And the following week, or I think 2 weeks later, I was on a plane with them going to do my first show with Bobby.
Wow.
And the rest was history after that.
Yeah. Wow. That is
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
Joe.
I was doing my 9 to 5 job, and I got a phone call from Justin. He was actually the band leader at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, the drummer, he also plays for Jay Perez right now. Big shout out to Justin, to Albie, everybody. That so, anyways, yeah, he called me up and it was like, "Hey, Joe," I was like, "Yeah, hey, Albie said really good things about you and Gilbert, and so we're wondering if you want to come and help us out." And I was like, "Yeah, man, with who?" They're like, "Bobby." I was like, "Bobby Pulido?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, man, that's badass. So I was trying to be all like smooth and cool. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, sure, dude. I got you, man. I'll go help out. you know.
All chingon, right?
But in the inside, yeah, but in the inside, I was that little kid, like, oh fuck, oh like hell yeah,
I
like
quit my job. I'm playing with Bobby
you
now.
know, and it's crazy because my wife, she's a big time Bobby Polido fan, big time. Ever since I known her, and my wife, she's from Mexico. She's from San Pedro, Coahuila. So un saludo para toda la gente de San Pedro, Coahuila, which I seriously doubt they're probably watching this right now. But
you'd be surprised. Trust me.
Okay, so big shout out to everybody from Mexico, Nuevo Laredo también, and so my wife had the poster of Bobby and everything, right? So got off the phone with Justin, right? And I was like, oh crap, so I had to take like a 2-minute breather. I was like, oh, I can't believe it, right? I called my wife and I was like, hey babe, no vas a creer que me habló Justin, el encargado de Bobby. Me invitaron para ir a tocar con Bobby. ¿Qué opinas o qué? ¿Qué? ¿Con quién? No, con Bobby. ¿Cuál Bobby? ¿Cuál Bobby estás hablando? Bobby Pulido. Bobby Pulido, no te creo. Shut up, no te creo. Cállate, no te creo. Like, en serio. So that weekend, it happened to be that I was going to work with them here in Laredo. It was a big festival that was going on here at the baseball field.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah, it was man, it was crazy because the lineup was incredible. It was pesado. It was Invasores de Nuevo León, Los Cardenales, and who else? And I think it was some local bands that were going to open up. But yeah, so I get there all badass, I was like, man, this is badass, just being backstage at a magnitude of a festival like that is incredible, And you got the tour buses of La Sonora Dinamita was here, I think, Yeah, so it was a bunch of big bands there, and I mean, just walking through the where they have all the tour buses parked, and so I was like a little kid, like, oh my god, like this is badass. Oh man, this is nice, and so yeah, then Justin calls everybody. I was like, hey, so I guess they were talking. Oh, real quick, when I had that phone call with Justin, I asked Justin, hey Justin, well, send me your set list so I can practice or rehearse. We don't have a set list. I was like, what the hell? Nobody has a set list nowadays, or what? He's like, we're gonna have one, but we're gonna have one probably that day or something, And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I was listening to all the Bobby Pulido songs all week, just rehearsing, at here at the house and during the week, jamming to it during work and all. Even though I would hear them all the time, because my wife puts it on every time she's doing house chores or whatever, the typical Latina, you know what I mean? Listening to Bobby Pulido full blast and trapeando, barriendo, washing dishes y todo, singing Desvelado out of key. Oh, talking about I'm gonna be in the doghouse, right?
For real.
Hey, Gilbert's just down the street from you, right?
I know. So yeah, that was the first time I had that gig with Bobby, and that was just I didn't join the band during that gig. It was I was just subbing for the percussion player that they had at the moment. I couldn't make it because of work or something like that. Yeah.
So I have to ask you, Joe, because you said earlier you were all excited. Did you really quit your job?
Okay, well, the reason I quit my job, no, that's like further down the road, to do the music thing full time, because I was doing social media marketing and doing the music thing also, But the social media marketing thing, that's a whole nother story too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that answer your question, Tony? Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you were just excited, to get that call, to be able to, get on there and help these guys out, and then, make it. You made it with these guys, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
And he gave us a story of his very first time performing there with Bobby. Again, he just went in to sit in for someone, but and therefore everything unfolded later on down. And what about you, Gilbert? How was your first experience when you got up there and played with Bobby? Or
Oh,
you
I
did
was
so you did
nervous.
mention that you flew to the first gig, huh?
Oh yeah, I was nervous.
Yeah.
I think that was the very first time that I actually met Bobby too. We had a rehearsal, but it was without Bobby. So my first gig with Bobby and actually meeting him was going to the first gig out of state.
Hmm.
Nervous as hell. I mean, I was super nervous. I had a lot of brain farts, but I got through it because we had two gigs back to back. Right, it was in I think it was in Ohio first, and then the next day was in Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee, Minnesota. um, and I pretty much had it by the second gig, right? But man, I had to get those nerves out of the way in that first gig. But it was
Yeah.
nerve wracking, yeah.
Hey,
And I
but
was
no
gonna say,
pressure, dude. You had
yeah,
the
for real,
y'all were touring with Pesado.
yes, yeah, and man, it was crazy. And
Wow.
that's how Winging It came up, because I'll never forget. Yeah, whenever I auditioned, they said, "Hey, did you go over the music?" And I was like, "Yeah, I went over some of the music. I'm just gonna wing it," and it stuck with me since then.
Since then, huh?
They were like, "Okay, well, it's your audition." I'll never forget. Justin told me that it's your audition.
Yeah. Well, you got it right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I got to ask you, Gilbert, did you have hair prior to joining Bobby Pulido?
I did not.
Uh,
I was already bald. Yeah, I've been bald for several years now. So
I'm messing with you, man. We're just having fun right here. Catching up with these guys, man. These guys right here got great things going on. I know Gilbert's working on some music himself as well. He's got a new single that's out also, and that's available and streaming on all digital platforms. And the name of that tune is "Vamos a Bailar." Pero before that, you already again, it's on your first. You released an album, right? Or was it an EP?
the second album was actually an EP. The second one was an EP.
It's
The
an
first
EP,
one was a full album. Yeah.
full album, and that was the
Yeah.
one that was entitled "Winging It."
That was the one titled Winging It, the very first
Winging It.
one. Yes, sir. Yep.
Awesome, awesome. He's on to his second, an EP, but he's got some great stuff out there. It's on the airwaves all over the place. So guys, request it though. Request it. You're going to hear a tune in a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with Joe here. He's trying to get back in here, so but he's there. We're gonna get him back on here in the on the screen here in just a few more minutes. But he might be receiving a call right now. Forgot to probably turn off his notifications or something. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah. So we'll get him off, and he'll be back in here as soon as we get him back in to jump back in on here on the show. But let's talk a little bit about what you got going on right now with the music, your singles that you got out right now. You did one with DJ Kane also, which was your last single, I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Go.
it was the second single that I had put out on the second album, right? The first one was Encinaleños. That one was, based off of where I'm living at right now, right? A songwriter from here, a musician from here, and then I put out Yo Sé, right?
You'll
The one
say.
that's featuring DJ Kane. He
Mhm.
helped me that one, and that was actually a surprise for me when DJ Kane went in there and recorded it. He
Yeah.
happened to be at the recording studio where I had done the album, the EP. Eddie calls me, and Eddie Pettis, and he says, "Hey man, DJ Kane is gonna come over later on. You want him to drop a hook on your song, You'll Say?" And I was like, "Yes, go
Mhm.
ahead, man." Like I was like, "Yeah, see what he can do." He sent me
Yeah.
the clip around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was I was really surprised, and it was awesome when I heard it. I was like, "Yes, put it in there. Let's do it."
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. También a good cumbia.
Okay.
It's got a good beat to it. So yeah, man, if you guys out there stream it, it's available on all digital platforms: Spotify Music, Apple Music, everywhere, anywhere you get your music from. Just look him up, Gilbert Zamora. He's got all his tracks there as well. We'll get to the new tune here in just a few more minutes. But you're already performing, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
you've
I
got
was.
your first gig lined up, should I say?
I got my first gig lined up. I received a call and they were like, "Hey, do you have a band put together yet?" And I was like, "No, I don't." They were like, "Well,
Mhm.
we'd really like you to come and play for us." And I was like, "Okay, let me see what I can do." As soon as I got off the phone that very same day, I had the musicians say, "Yes, let's do it."
Yeah.
And they're all from Laredo. They're all where Joe lives. So
Hmm.
they said, "Let's do it." And we've been rehearsing since January. So we're
Wow,
getting ready for this gig, man, next month. Yes, sir.
that's
It's a
awesome.
private event. It's a private event, but there's
It's a
some
start.
future. future gigs, yeah, hopefully pop
Yeah.
up later on after that.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. You're putting the music out, so you're definitely getting recognized. You know, what I mean, they're hearing it, they're liking it. So yeah, it's going to open up more doors for you. There's no doubt about that. It's going to take some time. You know how it goes. You know, with a lot of
Yes,
these
sir.
artists out there. You know, it's a lot of them nowadays. A lot of these guys are expected to happen overnight or within weeks and stuff like that. But you got to put your work in, and you've already put a lot of work in. Your experience. You got a great group of guys with you, también as well. And Joe is there. He finally made a payment on his cell phone. Let me see who we got. There he is, right there. All right, we
Sorry about
lost you
that.
there. No, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Sorry about that. I had a phone call that came in, and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's more important than the Tejano Time podcast or
And
what.
now I understand why it says right there it's better to use a laptop or something else. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
not your phone, because that could happen.
Do
That's what
not
happens when you
disturb.
don't follow instructions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know. And,
Nah,
and
you're good, man.
estoy cabezón again otra vez, and I'm using the phone again.
No, you're good, man. You're good. It happens. It definitely happens. We were just touching with Gilbert on what he's got lined up. His first private gig coming up very very soon, and you're gonna actually be on that as well, right? You're gonna help him out.
Yeah, yeah. I got the invitation. I couldn't believe it. You know, I had the same shock when Justin told me about the gig working with Bobby the first time. You know, Gilbert sent me that email, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So I had to take a 2-minute breather, sit down. You know, maybe lean against the wall.
Whatever.
You know, so I replied. I replied right away, because he actually texted me back right away. You know, he sent me that first text, "Hey, can you help me out on this date, this and that, this and that?" I couldn't help. I couldn't believe it. I had to take a breather, and right away he sends another text like, "Well, can you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't believe it." So I was just too shocked to text you right away.
Dijo Joe, first Bobby Pulido and now a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I know. But what's really cool about this gig is that actually Gilbert has young talent from here from Laredo that's gonna be helping him out. And it's gonna be Adi on bajo sexto, AB on drums.
Yep.
Who else?
Anthony on bass.
Oh, Anthony Tony on bass. I mean, man, these guys are very talented. They're actually here from Laredo, and I haven't had the honor to been invited to one of their rehearsals yet, but hopefully I'll get that invitation soon so I can go and check it out. And he might not even send me a set list. You know, I'm probably gonna have to just wing it. You know,
He's gonna have to wing it. He say, yeah.
Oh man, now he plays with Bobby Pulido. He sent me a contract, but this is how much I'm going to charge to go to rehearsals and this.
I need a hotel. I need to rent a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gas money.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the guys, man, that actually stepped up and want to help me out, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, AB Villa, Anthony Martinez, Adi, Gail, and Joe Almaguer.
Yeah.
Roots Hall of Famer 2027.
No, yeah, right. Don't even start rumors.
2027. Hey, it's almost there, man. We got what? Yeah. That'd be awesome. That would be great, though, man. You just definitely deserve that. There's no doubt. You've been in the business quite some time now. You deserve that, at least. You know what I mean? Time will only tell, of course. You know, but yeah. I mean, in my book, you deserve it. There's no doubt. You know what I mean? Being that you since the 90s, you're talking 95. Yeah, I'm in there. You know, I've been doing this for 34 years. Yeah, radio. But hey, congratulations to the both of you guys anyway, with all the success of you guys have had since then. And you're going to continue to put out music and work with whoever you guys got. Very humble guys, man, both of you guys. You know what I mean? Very down to earth, man. And I love that about you guys. So let's before we carry on with what you guys got going on, I just want to ask one question. Well, a question to the both of you guys, man. What's the biggest highlight that you guys have had or experienced there with Bobby Pulido? Either one of you guys can go first. Want to flip a coin?
So for me, I guess there's probably like two of them. I got to say two of them, okay?
Two highlights.
One-
Nice.
One was playing in Washington, D.C.,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the other one was the Besame Mucho Festival.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that was huge.
that one breaks my heart. The Washington gig.
Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you should have been there for that one, man.
So, is that the one you missed?
Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
You didn't get the invite.
No, because I was still subbing during that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. What about you, Joe?
Man, dude, I think okay. First, just by playing with Bobby and sharing a stage with Bobby,
Yep.
that's my number one right there. You know, it's just a complete honor to share the stage, or him and Jimmy Montes to give me the opportunity to be able to to jam out with them. You know, that means a lot to me because I'm not the greatest percussion player. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
you are.
but yeah, right. No, I mean, but just for them to like what I do or how I play, that means a lot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah, that's my first one right there for the opportunity that Jimmy Montes and Bobby gave me, you know, and for Albie to plant that little seed to Justin, right? Man, dude, you know, I think I would say the man, dude, it's crazy. The second one is hard because there's been so many great memories with being with the band, you know, made new brothers, you know what I mean? Um, when I joined the band, or when I was playing with the band at first it was on keyboards, it was Emmanuel J on keyboards. It was Albie on bass, Justin on drums, Gilbert on the accordion, and Leroy on guitar, right? So Emmanuel, he left to go jam out with Marcos Orozco. Justin, he went with Jay Perez, and Albie also. Well, actually, first he went with Texas Latino, and then he went with Jay Perez, right? And then came in Art Guillermo on keyboards, and then Memo. That oh man, Memo's incredible, man. I'm always giving him a hard time on the road. You know, I
Yeah.
love Memo. Yeah, he's like, oh no, he's just something else. I'm laughing inside because I'm just thinking about everything, all the stupid stuff and all the dumb stuff we would tell each other, you know. So I'm already like just reminiscing right now in my head with Memo.
And look out,
Gilbert,
and look
I got
out for
thought
that
about
podcast coming out later on.
Gilbert, remember when Memo the belt, the famous belt?
Oh my goodness, he's gonna hate you for
I
even
know.
saying that.
So, oh my God. So the reason I'm cheesing right now, and I have to tell the story. I'm sorry, Memo. I have to. So
Go ahead,
Memo,
go ahead.
once we had a gig in Dallas, right? And I think it was Dallas. And for some reason, Memo already had his black pants on. He was already ready. He had his black pants on already. And we were actually walking. We were walking to go get something to eat. It was all of us. We're all walking, and he stretched. Somehow he was stretching for some reason. I forgot. I don't know why. And when he stretched, I could see his belt, and it was like, you know, Gilbert sold Lisa Villarreal's belt because it was very bling bling, you know. And it was just like one of those belts, and it was just shining, you know. It was just saying bling on there, you know what I mean? And so everybody, when I said that, everybody just looked at Memo, and we're like, oh, you know, everybody was just laughing, you know, like, you know, you know, because Elisa Villarreal does that. You know,
Yeah.
So, oh man, but that's just one of the stories that we have with Memo, you know.
So yeah, so you know,
what were we talking
there's a
about?
lot
I
of
forgot.
highlights, right? Yeah.
I'm sure there's quite a few highlights. There's no doubt about that, man.
Yeah.
A lot.
So yeah, it was Emmanuel. Emmanuel took off. Art Guillermo came in, and then it was a Memo, and then on drums Greg Enrique. Ooh, imagínate. I almost forgot the last name. Oh man, we have another story about that too.
Oh, the inside joke.
Oh man. So Greg Enrique's on drums, right? Man, it's crazy because I always give Greg a hard time on this one because there was one time I was working with Macizo, and we went to we had a gig in Beeville, right? I get off the bus, right, and it's the Alex. What's his name? Alex. He plays with Sonny on congas.
Oh, Alec, Alec Gomez? No,
Alec. Oh, it's not okay, Alec. Yeah. So he was, I went up to him and was like, "Hey, what's up, Alec? This and that. Man, I always called him Alex. I didn't know it was Alec."
it's
And
Alec.
he goes along with it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was saludando a Alex. Hey, wait, man, it was nice seeing you again. This and that, yada yada yada, right? And then I saw Greg. Greg was standing there, but Greg always has that serious face, like he's always like if he's mad all the time. He has this thing like looking like Ice Cube, just looking mad all the time, you know. And I was like, mira, like, damn, that guy's presumido, like chocante doesn't want to doesn't want to like he's like the shit, over there just standing, and but that's just the way he is, that's the way he has his face on. But he's an incredible person. He's very humble, great person to hang out with, I love him,
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
guys.
So if
Man,
you're-
all the guys. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, that's and now going back, what were we talking about?
He just went off the chain right there, huh?
Yeah, he
Started
did.
started winging it.
Hey, and this is his first time being on a podcast. I don't know. I wouldn't believe him if he said that because he's taking over the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah, we got a third co-host coming soon, guys. All right,
Keith Leal
send you the
Pop
contract, okay?
Ghost Cherry.
Woo! Definitely. Hey, so yeah, we were just talking about some of the highlights, that you had, and yeah, and then you just that's what
went
we're
out with
talking
the
about.
guys.
Yeah,
because,
but it's all good. It's all
everybody's just
good.
incredible.
Yeah.
No, that's
All the
awesome.
guys are incredible. I mean, it's fun hanging out with everybody. I mean, we become a family on the road, and I guess going back to the second one is I'm a big Houston Texans fan, huge Houston Texans,
How could I
but
forget about
performing halftime during a playoff game, Chargers and the Texans. I mean, man, it was an incredible. That was a moment right there. Incredible food. Oh my God, the food was incredible.
Hooked you
You
up,
know?
huh?
Yeah, but yeah, performing in the middle of the 50-yard line. Just I was. If you can go back and look at the footage, you can see me just performing and just looking everywhere. I wasn't focused just on one. I was just looking at everybody. I was just looking at the whole stadium. That was actually my very first time ever going.
Yeah.
To the NRG. So I was like, wow. I wasn't wow the whole time. And then we actually they called us before we did the halftime thing. They called us like 2-3 minutes to get ready, right? And we were there on the field, and dude, it was crazy because the Houston Texans were losing. They were losing, and they were like, and we're all worried because like, damn, they're gonna boo us. They're not gonna like us. Everybody's gonna be margao. They're not gonna be in. Everybody's gonna be all pissed off because the Houston Texans are losing. But man, we got there 2 minutes till halftime. Bam, touchdown, and then the field goal was like, oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was incredible. So whoever was a Dallas Cowboy fan that day of the ban, man, they became a Houston Texans that
fan.
day.
It was a great show. I got to check some footage on that out as well, man. Going back to that, and we talked about it the last time. I believe Gilbert was on the show también as well, man.
Yeah.
Shared some pics and things like that. That was a great moment, man. I'm sure Bobby was excited just as much as you guys were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the food that day. That day, they that day they all went. They all went to the
To go
the
sit.
stands to go check out the game.
Yeah.
Hell no, I stayed inside the green room. Hell, I stayed in there. I mean, I had the TV. I mean, there was like a whole wall full of food. I mean, it's like, man, like I'm saying right here.
Own personal waitress and everything. Yeah, can you bring some napkins?
And it was crazy because security was there hanging out, chilling out también, and they're all coming in, grabbing plates and everything, So I mean, it was cool.
And Joe's asking them, "Hey, what are y'all gonna do with the leftovers?" Can
I know, right? Take, you have any to-go plates?
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good stuff from these guys right here on Tejano Time Podcast, man. We're talking with Mr. Gilbert Zamora and también also Joe Almaguer. Check this out, guys. We've got some shout-outs to send to everybody out here. We're going to get to touch on these. Some of these have some stuff that we were talking about. It'll be about 20-something comments right quick. Let me get to these before we get out of hand here. Saludos from Cypress, Texas. Stay warm from Leslie Garcia. Saludos, Leslie. And Lubbock, Texas in the house. Mr.
Lubbock, Texas.
Michael Medina Jr. Yes.
Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing, man?
We got Mr. Luis Garcia from Rio Grande City. And we also got, yeah, there he goes. He wants to say what's up to Joe and Gilbert there. Luis. Saludos, Luis. Appreciate you.
Luis?
Greg Enriquez is also on, and I believe he says Gonzalez. You were talking about Mario earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Maybe it's Mario Gonzalez.
Mario Gonzalez, yes.
Oh, Mario Gonzalez. Yeah.
Mario Gonzalez, yes, that's right.
Yeah, that was one of his there right there. Analisa Hernandez also says hello. Tuned
Hey,
into the show.
what's up, sis?
That's right. Good morning, guys, and Gilbert. Mr. Juan Mendoza, just getting
What's
up, I believe.
going on, Juan?
Saludos to everybody también watching on Tejano TV tonight as well. Thank you so
Because
much.
every time I watch his podcast, Juan Mendoza, I always say good morning. So he always,
he
so
always
that's why he's
knows.
saying good morning,
Good
because
morning.
I always say that.
Yes, Mr. Juan Mendoza. Sarah Alexis McKinney says, Joe showed up ready to be winging it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Anthony Martinez says, hi, Joe.
Hey,
Yeah, Joe's.
he's the bass player. He's going to be helping out Gilbert. He's from Laredo.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
I call
Anthony
him
Perez.
Little Felix from Intocable. Felix from Intocable.
Mhm.
I call him Little Felix because he has that really nice groove on the bass.
Yeah. He
And,
did. Really badass.
He needs to get off his damn nest from Laredo and actually go and, get those invites. He needs to get out from here and actually go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he doesn't have that confidence, but he has
He can
he
play.
has the feel, he has the groove, man. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get out there, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely will. It's time to shine. Chris Rod, hola Keith, Houston, Texas here. Saludos, Chris. Thank you for tuning into the show. Normie Luna says, hello, guys. Are you all guys? What?
Well,
How are all you guys to me?
Yeah.
I was kind of freaked out with that as well. Threw me off. Hi, Gibby. That's from Anthony Martinez.
what's up, Anthony?
AB Villa también says, hi, Joe. Joe's got a fan club in here.
That's the drummer
That's the
that's going to be
drummer.
helping out Gilbert.
Okay, I think of I know that name
Yes.
sounds familiar. He had his own group before, didn't
Yeah,
he?
you had them on the
Yes, I did have
podcast.
him on my radio show or a podcast. I remember that back in the day. Yes, good guy too, man. Saludos, AB. Appreciate you, man. Congressman Gilbert Zamora, 2028. Mr. Juan Mendoza says.
He's
He
mayor
needs
of
to be the
Ensenada.
mayor of Ensenada to fix those damn roads.
Chingo de potholes. Bien Corpus Christi, no? You go to Corpus Christi, you got to go with a 4-wheel drive over there, and this is just driving in the city, man. It's terrible over there. That's my hometown, but they are horrible over there. Yes, so proud of you, Gilbert. Love you. Proud sister. There you go. Cassie Palma Jr. says, G-Bird, good luck, brother. I am happy for you.
What's up, KC? He's the drummer for David Farias.
David Farias. Okay. There you go.
Sure.
David Farias Band. And we got John Gabriel Martinez. What's up, brother? Grupo Superado. That's right. Yes. Adan Ibarra. Saludos, Joe and Gilbert.
Hey, what's going on?
AB says, Joe is nervous. This is
No,
early
he's
on.
not.
Joe's taking the show. Alicia Villarreal has one of those shiny belts, which looks super sexy. That's what Luis says.
It looks sexy on Memo.
Chris says, hey, Dallas Cowboys fan here as well.
Oh,
Saludos. Yes, Vidal with a Sunny Zamora says, that dude, my brother.
Yeah, that's my twin.
My twin brother, to be exact. There you go. Yes. Saludos también also. We got that's the last one right there for now. Yes. So everybody that's tuned into the show, man, we appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, thank
Sonny
you.
Zamora right there, and everybody that's tuned in to the show tonight. Thank you. Share the live, guys. By the way, we got two great guests with us here. We got a few more minutes here. But we want to talk before we get to continue with you guys. I want to share the song that Gilbert has out right now. That's his latest single. Vamos a bailar, no? That's the name of the
Yes,
brand
sir.
new tune that's out right now, streaming on all platforms. We want to share that for everybody out there that's tuned in. And don't forget, you guys can get his music streaming on all platforms, okay? Go out there and add it to your playlist and check him out. He's already ready to roll, man. So we're going to hit it for you guys right here. And we'll be right back here to talk a little bit more with these guys right here on Tejano Time Podcast. You guys stay close and don't forget to share the live.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Discúlpame, una pregunta. ¿Quieres a bailar esta canción? Es una que te gusta. Cumbias rancheras, ¿cuál es tu preferencia? Lo que quieres bailar, lo bailaré contigo. Vamos a bailar, baila toda la noche. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres. Vamos a bailar, baila toda la noche. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres. Hey, hey, hey. Hola, ¿qué tal? Discúlpame, una pregunta. ¿Quieres a bailar esta canción? Es una que te gusta. Cumbias rancheras, ¿cuál es tu preferencia? Lo que quieres bailar, lo bailaré contigo. Vamos a bailar, baila toda la noche. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres. Vamos a bailar, baila toda la noche. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres. Guapangos, bachata, salsa, merengue, lo que tú quieres.
There you got it right there. Vamos a bailar right there from Gilbert Zamora, guys. All right, that is available and streaming on all platforms. So go out there and add it to your playlist, man. It's got some other great songs out there también as well that you can add. So make sure you go out there and search his name out there. Okay, yeah, definitely, man. So good stuff right there, Gilbert, man. Congratulations and continue to put out more music, man, for everybody out there. You know,
Appreciate that.
some great stuff, man, for sure. No doubt.
My wife and I, we co-wrote that song together, and it was actually inspired by a George Strait song.
Yeah.
The chair will excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were like,
Wow.
hey, you know what? Let's come up with a song that says, hey, let's dance.
There you go. A big shout out to your wife también as well. Saludos. If she's watching or she might catch it at another time también as well. So, but a big shout out, man. Great people as well. We got a couple of more shout outs right quick. Robert Imelda Alvarado también says,
Okay.
hi Gilbert. Yeah.
How you doing?
Saludos to everybody, man. It's checking out the show tonight, man. We appreciate you guys tucking in. And Antonio's been pretty quiet up on top, man. What's going on with you, Tony? You all right?
I'm just listening to Joe, man. He's got a lot of good stories.
He does, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's been interesting. You guys shared a lot of memories, and I'm sure there's a lot more. I'm sure there's also some bad stuff. We all know it's not a secret. Bad stuff happens on the road, también, and stuff like that. But I do have a question before we do run out of time. It hasn't been touched on yet, but it had to do with Congressman 2028. What do you guys think about Bobby and where he's at now? How does that make you guys feel right now?
Well, we're out of a job because of it, but no, but I mean, I'm excited for him. It's a good thing. What he's doing. What he's pushing for, and um, everything that he's. I guess what he went to school for, right? To try and make some change, and he's there. I think he's in the right place, probably the right time. We wish him all the luck.
Yeah. Sure. And that. Any words from you, Joe?
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, so I guess anybody that's in Gonzales, Texas, go vote for Bobby. Yeah, I mean, I have I mean, yeah, I mean, it's incredible what he's doing. Like Gilbert said, I think right now he's actually at the right place to do what he, to pursue that, right? And hey, you know what? And this goes to this goes to anybody, to anybody. I mean, if you have a dream or if you have something that you want to do, go and do it. Because what's worse is the regret. You know what I mean? Regretting it later is gonna suck even more, especially when you're on your deathbed. You're like, oh, I should have done that. I should have done this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's great what Bobby's doing, but I mean, like I said, this goes to everybody.
Yeah.
If you have something you want to do, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, go out there and pursue it. You know what I mean? So, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. For sure, guys. Great having you guys on the show tonight, man. But we have to ask also before we close things out here. We got a few more minutes though. When you guys are performing on stage, I know there's a lot of things that happen on the stage like that. Is there any crazy or funny moments that happen to you guys on stage that the fans might not notice, but you guys on stage, of course, are going to notice, what happens or whatnot, or what it is? Maybe you hit the wrong freaking note or something, you know what I mean? I don't know, but we get this a lot too, that, when you're standing out there and you're watching a band perform and shit happens, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound right, or whatever, but you guys are on stage doing it. A lot of people don't notice that out in the crowd. They just, they're andañados pedos, you know what I mean? But when you guys are up there performing together, it can be a funniest thing, that happens to you guys up there. I'm sure there's one, from each of you guys that has happened when you guys are out there performing on stage recently. This past year, let's do this past year because this is probably a huge year for you guys. You know what I mean? This past year that, 2025. What's the most funniest thing that's happened to you guys out there on stage?
Well, Gilbert just has one job to do.
Oh my goodness! He's talking about last year, not when I first started. So I played the Milwaukee Festival, right? And I actually got yelled at on stage because I didn't start the song on time, But yeah, that was a long time ago.
Damn.
No,
Man,
but Gilbert has a maña. Gilbert has this maña when he has his wireless, right? He has his wireless and he has a maña of turning it off.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Greg counts it off, well, somebody over there with the accordion has it off, and but that's the cool thing because nobody really notices it,
Yeah.
only us, but we all like turn and look at Gilbert. So if the people in the audience, if you ever see the musicians on stage do this, it's because somebody messed up. Yeah. That's the signal right there.
Yeah. If you see me looking down, man, I messed up. I'm not looking at anybody.
And it happens. I mean, we're all human, but again, a lot of people out there don't recognize that stuff the way you guys do because you do it every day. You know what's missing. You know what I mean? But that's awesome. That's awesome that you guys are always on the same page with things like that. They support each other. There's no doubt, so nobody will get yelled out next time. You know what I mean? So when you're with Gilbert and you forget something, Joe, expect Gilbert to come down hard on you. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's always one song that Joe's get my attention. Hey, don't forget to tell me when I gotta come in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. What? Yeah. So, what song is that?
La plancha.
La plancha. Yeah, la plancha. Yeah. At the end of that song, La plancha. Yeah, I can go over and listen to it on all digital platforms. Hopefully they'll send me a something to go buy a Whataburger or something for promoting
Or
La
plugging
Plancha,
it.
from the
Yeah.
streaming royalties or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, yeah, La Plancha. At the end of that song, there's a little timbal thing there, and I don't know why. I'm always like, I know when it's gonna come in, but I feel more comfortable when Gilbert or Leroy or Memo, when they're holding my hand and tell me, because when that song comes on, I'm always like, tell me, dude, tell me. I'm always doing this.
And I'll mess with
I'm,
him. I'll
I'm
mess
Have
playing
with
you-
you,
one.
and I'll
I'm
tell him,
playing one
no.
conga, and I'm like, dude, tell me. And all three of them, they're like, okay, yes, okay.
And then nobody
I
tells
don't
you.
know. It's a maña.
But have they ever failed to not to tell you? Has it ever happened?
What?
Or you
Okay.
just forget?
Yes, Gilbert. Yes, Gilbert, because sometimes he gets too excited, and he just like blocks everybody, and he's all like a
Yeah.
little kid on stage with the accordion, just jumping around everywhere. Just having a good time, which is perfectly normal. It's cool. But I'm like, dude, hello, what's going on? When are we gonna come in? I know when we're gonna come in. I know when I'm supposed to do it, but I still feel more comfortable when Gilbert, or like I said, Greg or Leroy tells me, hey, okay, it's time for you to come in. Yes, I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's you know,
It helps for
yeah.
sure. And good stuff, man, guys. If you guys are joining us right now, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here on the show, man. Two great guys with us here tonight on Tejano Time Podcast. Great musicians at that, you know what I mean? And Gilbert doing his thing over there with his band now. He's finally come together for his first performance, which is going to be a private gig, but be on the lookout, you never know when he's going to be coming to your neck of the woods, in the future. So be on the lookout for that, Gilbert Zamora and his band también as well. And Joe is going to be a part of that here and there. Are you going to be performing wherever he's got some gigs? You guys joining together,
Yeah,
or is this just one gig?
I mean, I guess if something pops up, yeah, I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to be there for Gilbert.
Sure.
That's something that we talked about. The guys, if Art does something, that we're always going to be there, or Leroy, or Greg, or Mem, or anybody. If something they have something going on, we're gonna make time, and we're try to be available for whatever project they got going on. But I'm still doing the whole social media marketing thing with clients and stuff, and
Okay.
I'm staying busy with that. A little bit after the tour finished, I actually went back into the whole 9 to 5 thing, the 9 to 5 job thing. It felt very weird. I felt
I
off,
bet. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did that for a little bit, and but now, I mean, the social media thing started picking up even more, and now I got a new client that's just, it needs more attention, and so yeah, I mean, it's going good right now. So I'm doing what I love right now, So yeah, I'm back doing that, So
if anybody wanted to get a hold of you for any of that, who can they call, or where can they call? Give me your number.
No, well, they can. I mean,
Look
they
you
can
up
find me on social media. I'm
social
on
media.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. They can always send me a message, and
There you go.
I'll be. I mean, if they have any questions regarding anything with social media, I
Social
mean,
media.
social media is just changing. It's changing so much right now that it's not what it was last year or
Yeah.
2 years ago. It's changing. It's changing all the time, and a lot of bands, a lot of artists, they're always looking for that one thing, like, how can I go viral, or what can I do to get more followers, or what can I do to get more streams on my digital platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's not a magic pill. The magic pill for that is being consistent on your social media. That's what it is,
Yeah.
and it's going to cost a lot. It's not going to cost money. Oh yeah, it might cost money if you get a social media manager, right? But it's going to cost you time to do that,
Yeah.
to create the content, to go um, um, record yourself, right, on video, or just by creating the content, the video editing, the graphics, and all that. All of that takes time, and that's what a lot of people don't want to do. They don't
Yeah.
want to take the time to do that. If I feel that a lot of upcoming artists, or artists now, or bands that are right now, if they take the time to do that and hit it hard on social media, they won't be bitching and crying. Oh, nobody
Yeah.
wants to listen to me. Nobody wants to come to my shows. Nobody wants to give me that opportunity. Well, yeah, because they don't know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta be consistent on social media so people can know who you are. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
Very true.
so yeah, I vented. I feel better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like I
Eres
said,
que me estabas regañando.
yeah. So I also have on my on Instagram, on Instagram and on TikTok, and also on Facebook. I have it there. I have a link there, which have a guide. I have a guide. It's called I think it's what is it called again? The guide for musicians for social media. You just have to click on the link, and I put all of my secrets there, like everything, all my tips, all my advice. I put it there all in on that guide. And big shout out to a Grupo Intocable that gave me the opportunity to work with them for the social media. I mean, I learned a lot. I learned a lot just with working with those guys, with Intocable. And from there, it was just a bunch of a lot of reading, a lot of studying, a lot of seeing what works, what doesn't work, and you shouldn't be scared. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I have this video, but I'm scared to put it up, because one of the major things that a lot of people do have, or what scares them is, what are they going to think about me, or
Yeah.
what are they going to think if I upload this video, or what are they going to think if I upload this graphic flyer, or what are they going to think if I do this? Well, you know what? At the end of the day, don't worry about what they think about you, because at the end of the day, they're not going to pay for your bills, because at the end of the day, they're not going to call you for a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. That's the way you're going to learn on the whole social media thing.
Wow. That's some good stuff right there. Might want to pay attention to that, Antonio.
Oh, I am. I feel like I just got in trouble.
You just got in trouble? Oh, he lectured you pretty much. Yeah, there you go. That's what he's trying to say.
I
Yeah.
felt like that was all for me too, man. Like,
Yeah.
So you're not the biggest. You're not so Gilbert. You're not the biggest client then, huh?
No, but Joe's got it right on the money. I think George Vincent says the same thing. It's free to promote yourself on all social media platforms.
It
So,
is.
and you said the key word, you got to be consistent. And I'm guilty of that. I have 3 radio stations, and it's hard. It's hard to do that, but I got to find the time. You got, like you said, you got to be consistent, and everything works out. So, but yeah, thanks for that advice. Is to
Yeah.
I still feel like I got in trouble. I'm over here sweating to get, when you're at church and the preacher's talking and you feel guilty. I'm like, dang, that's what this guy's making me feel like right now.
Yeah, I don't even want to go turn on the TV right now, man. I'm just gonna go on social media. Start creating content.
Right. Start making a post. Hey,
I just started
congratulations.
this new episode on Netflix.
Says congratulations, saludos. We love we love y'all's music. Blessings from the Mancha family watching over on our YouTube channel as well.
All right, Sueda.
There you go. Saludos, George. Again, saludos, Mr. George. It's the awesome advice right there, he says, as well. For you, Joe. That's a good guy right there. George Vinces, from the, what has he got? The Freestyle Cartel podcast out there over in California as well. I watched the show. Good guy, man. Great guy as well. So yeah, guys, again, we appreciate you guys taking the time to be here, man. It was awesome to have you guys here to share a little bit of what's going on with you guys going forward. Life after Bobby. You guys are still continuing to do your thing in the musical, world, and we're definitely look for some more from you guys out there. Hopefully we can see you guys on the same stage again soon. See they'll get it, that door will open for you guys, God willing, someday, somewhere, somehow. I know you're already getting started. So, with the private, and then who knows, man, you guys will be out there gigging here and there and whatnot, but go out there and I can't stress it enough, man. These guys got some great music. Gilbert Zamora, look him up on all social media platforms. Okay, Carlos P. Garcia también also says saludos, watching the show también.
Hey, what's up, Carlos?
Yes. So yeah, guys, any shout outs you guys want to throw out there to anyone out there that's watching, or maybe some of your family members or anybody out there that's tuned in?
Yeah, well, my sisters, I saw that they were both on there. My brother and my twin, my mother-in-law. But I want to give a special shout out to all the guys from the Bobby crew, right? Uh, and also to my band that was willing to take this leap with me, man. Let's do it. Let's rock on.
There you go. That's all right, Joe.
Cool. No, I just want to say thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the invitation. Like I said, you popped my cherry. This is my very first ever podcast interview. Yeah, so if any bands, artists, or local business or anything like that have any social media questions or whatever, hit me up, send me a DM. I'm very active on social media. I have a guide also. The links in all my social media platforms. Just click on the link and get the guide, and it's going to help you out también. And that's it. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah,
Hey, no
thank
problem,
you guys for
man.
having us on here. Appreciate
For
it.
sure. Always welcome back. There's no doubt about that. We'll touch bases. We'll catch up again very, very soon. So you guys, just best of luck to you guys and what you got going on right now, going forward, man. We couldn't, be more thankful for you guys taking the time out of your already busy schedules, just to come over here and wing it with us here on Tejano Time Podcast, man. Always great to have
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Any last words from you, Antonio?
No, it was great seeing you again, Gilbert, and it was nice meeting Joe. Oh, ya se nos fue.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm out of here."
No, I think he got another call, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, it was nice having you guys, and like Keith said, taking the time on. Everybody's busy, but we all make time to do what we love, right? And getting on here and talking to the people and catching up and stuff. So thank you once again, Gilbert.
Thank you, guys.
sure.
Appreciate it.
No problem. We will be talking very, very soon again. Best of luck to you, Carnal, and we'll talk to you very soon. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Good night.
Night.